about resources because my next question to you is that you've had significant momentum and experience in impactful results very quickly with few resources. Talk about that. How have you been able to do this amazing work on a string?
My partner, William Shannon, for years, I've known him for over 15 plus years and, through the youth sports and, it's the both. We know a lot of people. We know a lot of people. We've had good reputations of running quality sports programs, individually as
Yeah,
individuals. So
yeah,
for me and
absolutely.
him to come together and do something together, you two doing something together. Like it's interesting. Let's see how it works. But even though we have two opposite sides of the story, I have the urban student athlete portion of where I was able to go to college. He has the flip side. He didn't have the access and, became a pro and other things in his life, and he took the other side. So we're kind of a yin yang, and it's
Nice.
very organic and authentic, and people feel it. And like I said, people know our reputation just of what we've been able to do as individuals through our work through the years, as him coaching football and basketball, and my experience as well. And it's kind of just putting it together. So we've learned how to do things with nothing. A lot of private donations and people that just want to see us win. It's just been a weird. Every step and every interaction has been with somebody that wanted to see us win majority of the times, and we're still standing. So we're hoping to continue to build that because that was crucial of getting started. Very
Well,
little, but we've both been here before.
you know how when the universe see you going after what you want and believe in, everything falls into place. The people show up, the money comes, it just happens, and that's when you
Just
know that you're doing good work. So now
absolutely.
I know on August the 17th, you are launching the Changing the Game campaign. Tell me more about
Yes.
that. And I know it's for family, friends, and influential people. What outcome are you looking for with this event?
Well, this is kind of our kickoff event. I know through the last couple of years, we've just been in the work, building the stories, making the work happen. I think just from my experience of what I've seen, you've seen, people struggle with programming, and I'm fortunate to where, we don't have that issue, but I really wanted to build something solidified to where program could start taking itself. Now, this year is really about exposing what we've been doing in the short period of time and continue to tell those stories and give people more awareness of what USADA is doing. So we're launching our capital campaign. Our goal for this year is 300,000, and that's we want to look to really hire people, get a bigger facility because our space can only hold 15 students just off the size, and we had
Okay.
over 50 students on a wait list.
Oh,
So we
wow.
definitely want to, yeah, yeah. So it's
That's
like, oh, we're
beautiful. That's exciting.
yeah, very exciting. Not hard. It's not a bad problem to have. So it's
Right.
really just about trying to get a bigger facility, staff to really do this thing, and really build this thing the way it should be. So
Mm-hmm,
this
mm-hmm.
first event is for family, friends, people that always said, "Hey, let me know if you need anything." Small group of people, that want to see us win and fill the room and let their conversations talk amongst themselves and see what can lead into the next, because we're going to do a series of events throughout the year to try to hit our goals. So this is the first of
That's
many, very
beautiful.
intimate, very small.
Now, at some point, will you do like a GoFundMe page or anything on that nature or no?
Yeah, we have a few fundraising timelines that we are going to hit, but we have a
Okay.
couple of events that we want to hit, and this specifically has a few series. We also have our casino night fundraiser that happens in November, and we constantly fundraise throughout the year, but we're open to different funding, and that's what another thing we want to do is hire somebody that could be our fund development director and go after this money, because it is a lot for two of us.
Yeah,
We get a lot of
absolutely.
volunteers, but now it's time to really be intentional and find the experts that are experts in what they're in and be able to support them and make this a true career path. So that's the goal.
That is so beautiful. So now what I would like for you to tell me is that like what is the mission and the vision of USADA?
Well, our USADA is a nonprofit, sports-based youth development program, educating all students in all areas of their overall development. I think with a lot of either sports or school, you're
Hmm.
developing one way. You're doing all sports or you're doing all academic. There's really not that
Okay.
balance, and you need to follow what that balance is. And sports is our way to connect with the youth, and we try to just get them prepared. They all want to take this journey of collegiate sports. So, we teach them the process and, life after sports. But our mission is to empower socially and economically disadvantaged youth by providing access to academic, athletic, and community support services. It's not talent, it's not smarts, it's access to the information, and that's the one thing that I think a lot of our kids are missing. And just having gone through that experience, I've learned how to navigate that, and
That's
got pretty
beautiful.
got pretty good at it. And now it's almost like these kids are in an incubator program for a year going in before they enter high school, leaving, there's not too many middle school students that are eating properly and working out properly and taking the right things they need to fuel their body. So they're growing differently. And, academically, it's a tough curriculum. So they're getting those same reading reps and those writing reps, and they're reading better and writing better. So when they get to high school, they know how to manage their time a little bit better. They understand, they develop a different kind of work ethic. It's
So you are
always
giving them such a leg up. I love it.
giving giving them the cheat sheet to the test.
That's right. You are giving them a
It's
leg
and
up. And I think what you touched on, you did with me at the Y with the nutrition, because I work with a lot of your sports teams. And it
mhm,
was phenomenal, watching them, some of them not used to eating, a lot of fruits and vegetables, because we know
mhm,
that the Bayview is definitely a food desert. So being able
absolutely.
to expose them to that type of stuff, it's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
and what eighth grader is lifting and conditioning twice a day. You need that to fuel your body. So,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have a performance nutritionist, and we know while they're here, they're eating the proper snacks and they're eating the proper amount of calories that they need for their body to grow and develop in their minds. And it's a whole holistic approach to it. And it's really that work ethic. So when they get to high school, they're moving at a varsity pace. They're already ahead of
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
So.
So these are middle school age kids. And so like what age is
Yep.
that? Is that like 12?
13, 14 years old,
Okay, 13, 14. Then
13
you
and
get them
14
into
years
high
old,
school.
and then they go to high school.
And you are actually getting some of them in private high schools too, aren't you?
Yeah. So, I mean, of course I'm a little biased, having gone to Reardon, but playing in that league, the WCAL, the Western Catholic Athletic League, with the Sarah high schools and the Bellarmine, that's a proven college prep high school program. I mean,
Okay.
some of the greats come out of that league. When I was at Reardon, I was playing against Tom Brady all through high school, and Pat Burrell, and Barry
Wow.
Bonds went to this league, and Lynn Swans, and the list goes on to how many greats come out of this conference.
Yeah.
So I was focusing on the San Francisco schools, the Sarah, St. Francis, St. Ignatius, Sacred Heart, and Reardon, and then we have a student at St. Francis in Mountain View, and Sarah High School took a couple of our students this year in San Mateo, where
Beautiful.
so there's 8 schools in the conference, and the only 3 schools that we don't have a student in is Way in San Jose. But for the local schools to accept our kids, and that's a good thing. And Sarah High School right now is probably the top football program in Northern California. So to have 2 of our guys and the top program in Northern
Oh, look at
California.
you. Look at you. Just come on. Go ahead. Come on. Come on. Let me
They
let
have a
let
great program, but Reardon, we're coming back. Reardon, we're
I'm
coming back.
getting ready to pat you on the back for me because it's beautiful. I'm so proud of you. This is awesome. So, Tino, tell me this. What should we expect from you in the next 5 years?